Animal Crossing New Horizons is easily one of the most adorable, wholesome games on Nintendo Switch. You move to a remote island with your 2 new animal pals, and work to make it a safe haven for you and your furry friends. However, a chat with some friends who also play, or a quick scroll through the Animal Crossing subreddits, will make it very apparent that there is some serious favouritism going on in the world of Animal Crossing. In the same way that players are meticulous in the way they plant flowers or plan paths, we all want to make sure we have the best villagers to share our island with. After all, you don't want to go through the trouble of creating a tropical oasis only to have Beardo move in next door. So today we're chatting about our favourite and least favourite villagers on our islands. Hopefully it'll help us get to the bottom of what it is that is landing some villagers at the bottom of everyone's pile. Looking at you, Beardo.
My favourite Animal Crossing character has always been Goldie, so as soon as a new game was coming that supported Amiibo, I made sure I had her Amiibo card to hand so I could get her in my island as soon as possible. Because she's basically a goddess. She's as close to getting Isabelle in your island as you're going to get. And she's cute, she's peppy, and she's a dog. What more could she want? Plus, she has a really cute nightcap at night that she puts on when she goes to sleep. It's the most precious thing. On the other hand, my least favourite has been Al. He was actually one of the first residents I found on an island, and I thought, you know, he's a great shout, he's a cool monkey, but he was instantly really creepy and he annoyed so many of my other islanders that he had to go, and he annoyed them so much that actually when I started beating him with a net repeatedly, they would just turn their back on the madness and let it happen. He needed to go, and thankfully, he's gone now. Goodbye, Al. You will not be missed.
When it comes to Animal Crossing New Horizons, I actually don't dislike or hate any of my villagers. Every single one of them's kind of won me over in a different way, be it because of their quirky personality or the fact that they're just so adorable that I just can't take it. But there is one villager who, while she's technically moved now, did give me a moment of serious pause. Bertha the Hippo. Now she's very sweet, very gentle and kind, and she wears really cutesy dresses, but one day she asks me to do a treasure hunt, and I race around and I find the treasure, and when I bring it back, I can't quite believe what it is. And she opens it and she gets all excited, and then she just says with glee, "It's a skeleton!" And I'm like, what the hell, Bertha? Now, the plot thickens because the day before, Patty, my cow villager, moved out because another villager moved in, as it goes. And in the shop the next day, very disconcertingly, there was an imitation cow skull for sale, which is very coincidental. And then that very same day, after seeing that cow skull in the shop, Bertha gives me a skeleton. I mean, what am I supposed to think? I have to say, now that she's gone, I miss her. I do miss her. She was one of the first villagers I ever celebrated the birthday of, and it was so cute, it made my heart melt. She is adorable. And now she's gone. Maybe I can forgive the skeleton treasure hunt gift, but it was just a little bit odd. When it comes to my favourite villager, I have to say this is probably the hardest question to answer because I really do like all of my villagers for different reasons. But the one villager that never fails to brighten up my day and put a smile on my face is Bee. She's the most adorable little brown dog. She wears a little striped dress and she always says, you know, it's great to see your smile and I hope you're doing okay, and she'll give me adorable little presents and compliment my clothes. Like just the other day, she said my denim jacket was very nice and she gave me some shorts that she thought I might like. Every time I get a wasp sting or something, she's always quick to give me medicine and tell me to look after myself. Even just sitting and watching her in her little house that's got like bread on the walls and like soup on display for some reason, and just watching her sit there with her little toe beans, she is just so cute. I cannot handle it. She fills me with warm fuzzies. I just love her so much. We've become the best of friends and I am never letting her leave. She can never leave my island, ever.
Picking a favourite villager is really hard. I'm hoping that's going to be the common theme amongst all of us and prove that there is more good here than bad. But who knows, when I've been talking to GamesRadar colleagues about this, things have gone pretty dark. So I'm not going to hold out too much hope. But my original favourite was Aurora. She's a penguin with the roundest tum you have ever seen. And she's one of the 3 that moved in after the original 2 for me. I also have Marshall and Lolli, who I know are universal faves, but they're like the obvious choice. I also got Goldie by bidding for her on eBay. But I'm going to have to choose Butch as my fave because, I mean, A, he's a dog. That should be the explanation in itself. If you need more, he's currently wearing a cowboy outfit. I gave him a cowboy outfit, and his little grumpy face walking around like he belongs in the Wild West is just the cutest thing. And also because he is the villager who finally pushed out Moustache Line. He is one of the first really good characters I got in an amiibo pack. He is the first one that made me do a little scream of joy. And also he has a really deep voice, and I love cute tiny villagers with deep voices. I have Static, who is a purple squirrel, and he also has a super deep voice. And when he stands outside the town hall and sings with the deepest, most baritone voice you've ever heard, that just never gets old. So my least favourite villager left recently, and it was the best day of my life. His name is Rory, and the description online usually says that he's made to look like a Chinese dragon, which sounds great. However, he has got like a creepy moustache and some freaky eyebrows, so he permanently looks like he's up to something, or like he knows something about you that's going to really get you in trouble, and he's just keeping it to himself. He also has the jock personality, which in my opinion is the worst one. He literally just talks about protein shakes and push-ups, and I don't want to feel guilty on my island. My island is a safe haven where you can eat what you want, and I don't want a lion with a creepy moustache telling me that I should be blending my dinners into a protein shake. No, sir, no thank you.
When it comes to my islanders, I think I have my favourite, but there are none I particularly dislike. This is maybe because I was super selective with who I invited to my island to begin with, but I love each of my citizens, just not equally. My 2 favourites are without a doubt Maple and Lolli. Maple calls me honey, which just makes my heart melt, and Lolli calls me bonbon and always has the most adorable things to say. Also, just look at them. When Lolli wears her little rain hat, I literally want to cry. She also sent me this letter recently, which basically declared her love for me. If I really had to pick an islander I strongly disliked, it would have to be Gigi. She always has the creepiest music playing in her house, and honestly, I find her design so unsettling. Just look at her lips. They move so weird when she speaks. Renee and Flip were my first 2 non-optional islanders, so they hold a special place in my heart, even if they're not my favourites. That being said, if Fauna wanted to move to my island, I would personally escort Flip and his luggage to the airport because that orange monkey never shuts up about his abs.
Don't you just hate it when someone forgets they've already told you that one story, so bangs on about it over and over and over again? Ugh, that's Mary on my Animal Crossing island, and I hate it. Don't get me wrong, she's lovely and sickeningly cheerful, but oh god, if I have to hear about stars and the distance to the moon or her upcoming pop career again, I swear. You were on thin ice, Mary. To be honest, the only thing that makes her interesting is this weird tryst she's got going on with Zucker the Octopus. He accidentally left his bathrobe over her house. Yeah, I see what's happening here.
So there you have it, our best and worst villages in Animal Crossing New Horizons. Be sure to let us know yours and why in the comments below, and subscribe to GamesRadar for new videos every week.